Greetings from the Guild, gamers. I'm Guild Master Jason. Welcome to Savage Sunday.
Savage Sunday. Savage.
Today's Savage Sunday comes right from the official Magic the Gathering website from an article by Mike Cannon. Now, this isn't going to be like some of our other Savage Sundays. Normally we bring you 2 cards that work well together and then maybe give you a couple supporting cards for that combo. Today, instead, we're going to talk about 1 card specifically and the bouquet of cards that you can combo with it. And that card is Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker. Kiki-Jiki is a legendary goblin that costs 5 mana. Kiki-Jiki has a feature that when you tap him allows him to summon a token that is a copy of any non-legendary creature you have on your side of the field. Now, that token has haste, but it also gets sacrificed in your next end step. So by itself, all this card really does is let you get an extra attack each turn in place of Kiki-Jiki attacking. But let's look at some cards that mix well with Kiki-Jiki. First on the list is Tooth and Nail. Tooth and Nail lets you dig through your entire library, pick out 2 badass creatures, and slap them right on the battlefield. Now, doing so does require you to pay its Entwine cost, which brings it to a total of 9 mana, but when it comes to potentially bringing out the 2 biggest bruisers in your whole library, that's a small cost to pay. Now combine that with the fact that Kiki-Jiki is going to make a copy of at least one of them with haste, so that creature is technically going to get to attack this turn. Now, there's also a lot of cards that focus on untapping your tapped creatures. Any card with this effect would let you untap Kiki-Jiki, which means you can use that effect multiple times per turn. Now you're stacking up heavy blows, especially if you already have Tooth and Nail in your hand. So, as far as cards that let you untap your creatures go, you have Restoration Angel, Pestermite, Deceiver Exarch, Umber Mantle. Also, there's cards like Rings of Bright Earth. It doesn't untap them, but it lets you copy an ability, so it's kind of the same thing. Now keep in mind, like I said at the beginning of the video, all of these token copies that you summon are getting trashed at the end of your turn, because according to Kiki-Jiki's effect, you have to sacrifice them during your end step. So don't plan on saving all these creatures to block in your opponent's turn. Smoke them if you got them. But what if you don't want to sacrifice all these token creatures at the end of your turn? Okay, fine. Throw Infinite Sundial in your library. Now as soon as you finish attacking with all your creatures, you can just instantly end the turn and skip your end step. That means all your token creatures get to stay. Now to be honest, I'm not really clear on the rules on what happens there. Do they still have to get sacrificed on the next end step? Or since you didn't have your next end step, do you just get to keep them for the rest of the game? Maybe if you guys could reach out and let me know, because I'm not really sure about that. Either way, keeping them on the field for one more turn is definitely not a bad. Also, if you guys have any idea for next week's Savage Sunday, be sure to send us a message. The best way to get a hold of us is through our Facebook group. And of course, if you have anything to mention about this week's Savage Sunday, be sure to comment. But that's all for today's Savage Sunday. Until next time, game on, gamers.